YouTube is a platform that hosts a wide range of videos that cover almost any topic you can think of. With how many videos are uploaded every day, there's a high chance that the ones you used to watch as a kid are buried and forgotten under the mountain of content that is uploaded every day. One of these videos that is most likely gone forever is a creepypasta that was titled Death at Chuck E. Cheese 70s Murder Files 18+. Judging by the title, you can probably guess what it is, but for a little summary, this video was about a man named Paul Lewis luring children to the back of a Chuck E. Cheese, lacing their food, then cutting them up and putting them into the pizza as toppings. He was then caught and arrested when someone found a piece of the kid on their pizza. The video was uploaded in late 2014 by the user The Great Rage, now going by Polybius. The video itself is actually a repost of another narration titled Chucky's Special, with added visual elements and music. The main example of these added elements was a slideshow at the end of the video that showed the supposed killer and his victims played into the song Oh Death by Jen Titus. I forgot to add this, but there may have been a mention of a site called I'mNotABadMouse.com, which is what the killer said as he was being carted away, but if there was a site, it's gone. And that's basically all we know about the video. Aside from a few posts from back in 2014 to 15 talking about the video, there's nothing that can really help with the search, as all these posts lead to a dead end. There have been efforts to find it, a lost media wiki article, a lost YouTube media wiki article, and a few Reddit threads were made, mostly headed by the user Crows of Fear or Fearcrow, now known as Aztelorin VA. Aztelorin was able to find the original thumbnail, the picture of the killer that plays in the slideshow, video data such as its ID and how long it was, and he basically found almost all the info online about this video. The only thing he hasn't found is the picture of the victims that played in the slideshow and the video itself, but that's an almost impossible task, as he will tell you later. So I talked about basically everything that's known about the video and its search. Like, we are at a dead end, show's gone cold, there's almost nothing we can do now. I did manage to get in touch with Aztelorin, and he agreed to an interview for the video just to round everything out and, get his side of the story.
My name's Aztelorin. That's what I go by now. My handle's Aztelorin146 on YouTube. I used to go by some other names. I used to go by Crows of Fear, Fearcrow, which is the name you guys are probably familiar with if you're taking interest on finding this video. That was the name I went by back then. 2.5 years ago, I was able to dig up a lot more info about this video that I used to watch back in December of 2014, I believe. Yeah, it was definitely somewhere around there, which we might get more into a little bit later. But I've dug up all this info, I made the wiki page, I made the Reddit thread.
Alright, pause for a second. So this interview was made like 3 months ago, so some of it is a little outdated. But Aztelorin did want me to tell you guys that he made a new and improved Reddit post under his new account name. It's just Aztelorin. I'll put a picture and link in the description. But it has all the basically updated information. Don't tell him the script for this video came from that post. Anyway, back to it.
And yeah, I'm the guy here with Dismissed here today. But yeah, so any questions that you have for me, I'll happily answer them if you can think of any. And there's not really too much to go back here, since it is it's more of a simple video than you think, but I'll definitely go over all the information I can from my end as much as possible, and even tell you how I actually even found some of this stuff. Okay, so it was a really hard time in my life. Back in December of 2014, late 2014 in other words, I was into watching Five Nights at Freddy's videos. It was a popular thing at the time. It was kind of my only escape. YouTube pretty much was in general, but that was like the thing I mostly watched back then. But then I took interest into Chuck E. Cheese content as well, so I watched both of those, and then I would eventually end up, stumbling upon a video titled "Death at Chuck E. Cheese 78 Murder Files 18+." I think that's the exact title, but if not, then you guys already know what it is. I've already linked all that stuff in the description, so you guys can look at that yourself. But yeah, so ever since I found out the video was lost, probably about 8 years ago now. I guess the video wasn't really up for very long. I guess it was up for definitely a matter of months when I did some inspection, but that was about it. But I remember bits and pieces until 2.5 years ago. I was able to dig up pretty much everything I had now. Although that Reddit thread's a bit outdated because I would end up finding a bit more. But yeah, that's basically my side of the story when it came to identifying and knowing what this video is. And yeah, and from there I've just been trying to find it. Unfortunately, I've really had no luck since I haven't found any data hoarder who saved videos around that time back then. But if you guys know any, well, certainly let me know. Put them in contact with me. I'd definitely like to see if we can get that found. Something I'll also add. I should have said this before, but basically, if you guys are new to finding lost YouTube media, chances are if you can't find a Reupload anywhere, you know, despite using keywords, that would make it very easy to find. And if you look through pretty much everywhere, every single website, then chances are it's probably lost unless it's on some obscure website that you couldn't even think of. But otherwise, it's basically fully lost. Lost to time, and the only way you could really find the video again is if you find someone who downloaded it back when it was first up. So as unfortunate as that is, I mean, there's still hope. Granted, like the video still has a chance of being found, but unless the search gets advertised a bit more, and if somebody comes out with it, then yeah, it's sadly gonna stay how it is for right now, unless by some miracle I find any piece of minuscule information that I haven't found yet, but possibly more on that later. So I know we got the main band. I know we got Chuck E. Cheese, Helen, Munch, Jasper, Pasquale, but as you guys know, if you're a semi fan of Chuck E. Cheese, like you take the time to really know it all, you would know there was 2 other characters that were on stage that kind of got phased out pretty quickly, with only a few locations really having these set characters. There's Pizza Cam, there's Munch Jr., and for some reason, I think Munch Jr. has to be my favorite out of these. If we could talk about any character. Now, if we're talking about the main band, I'd say Chuck E. Cheese, but Munch Jr. is by far the most unique character, and he is so underrated, he doesn't get enough appreciation. If you don't have any more questions for me, yeah, I have a YouTube channel. As I kind of already said, you guys can find it, link in the description, and I'll also add a recreation in the description as well. Well, Just Miss here will do that since it's not my video. But I'll link one in the description here. I'm gonna fully publicize it, and we're hoping to find more people who maybe have watched or seen the video before, maybe someone who has it. But if anyone's curious of what the video looked like back then, I made a one-on-one recreation. It's only missing like only 2 things, but it's basically what the video was before. Thank you for everyone who's watched, and yeah, if you guys are interested, again, I have a YouTube channel in the description. I definitely hope to see you guys tune in more. Otherwise, peace, I guess.
Once again, shout out to Aztelorin for the interview and basically all the information this video contains. Yeah, we're basically now we're at a dead end. Unless someone sees a video like he says, and you know they had it downloaded somewhere, it's basically gone. He has a YouTube channel where he posts some pretty cool stuff, and he did talk about the recreation, so I'll link that in the description. Shout out to Aztelorin again. He had to wait 3 months for this because I kept putting it off, but my next video will not take 3 months. I mean, you never know, you know. I probably won't make another one like this again. I don't really want to make this kind of content. I just thought this was something that I kind of want to talk about. You know, not many people know about it, so hey, you know, it'd be a cool first video type of thing. My next video is going to be on these 2 games, so if you want to see that, drop me a sub and a like. Very much appreciated. If you don't want to see those videos, you should still do it. Anyways, yeah, that's a good first video, guys.